You're my son.
I've fought wildfires for 20 years. Here's the reality we face every day. This is a crisis. We need more firefighters, more equipment, better forest management to prevent wildfires and reduce toxic smoke. And we need to reduce the tailpipe emissions that are driving changes to our climate. That's why CAL FIRE Firefighters, the American Lung Association, and the Coalition for Clean Air support Prop 30. Prevent fires, cut emissions, and cleaner air. Yes on 30.
One of the questions I'm often asked is, what's my case worth? Of course, that depends on your injuries. But if you'd like to get an idea, go to forthepeople.com and look at our recent verdicts in court. You'll see accidents and injuries just like yours. We try more accident cases to verdict than any firm in America, and it allows us to settle early because the insurance industry knows about our reputation and results. Numbers don't lie. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. forthepeople.com.
Right now at 3, the opioid epidemic striking schools. LAUSD says it has a new plan and message for families after a student dies on campus. A young girl attacked on a local beach by a coyote. Now the victim's mom is suing. Who and why? And nearly a third of young adults moved back home during the pandemic. Most of them still haven't left. How to get your grown-up kids back out on their own.
The NBC4 News at 3 starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kathy Vara. We do begin at 3 o'clock with Southern California's fentanyl crisis. A week after a 15-year-old girl overdosed and died at Bernstein High School, LAUSD will soon announce plans to fight the opioid epidemic in schools. NBC4's Alex Rozier is live in Westlake with more. Alex.
Yeah, Kathy, we are expecting to hear from the superintendent of schools here at LAUSD, joined by some medical leaders in about an hour from right now. They're going to be talking about these overdoses that happened at Hollywood schools last week, and they are really going to figure out right now and try to lay out how they are going to educate kids and prevent incidents like the one that happened at Bernstein High School. I want to show you a picture of 15-year-old Melanie Ramos. She was found dead in a bathroom at Bernstein High last week. Melanie and her friend both OD'd. Thankfully, her friend survived after police say they bought a pill they thought was Percocet. LAPD thinks it was laced with fentanyl. The CDC says fentanyl is 50 times stronger than heroin, 100 times stronger than morphine, and it takes the smallest amount to be dangerous and potentially deadly. The coroner's office says fentanyl-related deaths in LA County have increased by more than 1,700% over the last 5 years, from 91 in 2016 to 1,665 deaths in 2021. 4 students OD'd last week in Hollywood schools alone. Police made a couple arrests, but the focus moving forward is keeping students safe. And today we expect to hear the district's plan. Again, they have a press conference planned for 4 p.m. right at the school we are at right now in Westlake. We're going to be bringing you that throughout the evening with information on the specifics that they plan to lay out as the superintendent, the LAUSD chief of police, and medical leaders will lay out that plan. Reporting live this afternoon, I'm Alex Rozier, NBC4 News.
People are going to want to hear that. All right, Alex, thank you. Now, take a look at this troubling attack on board an American Airlines flight from Cabo to LAX. A passenger from Westminster punched a flight attendant in the back of the head. 33-year-old Alexander Lee is now facing a federal charge of interfering with a flight crew. NBC4's Annette Ariola has details and also reaction from LAX.
Madness in midair.
I heard about it yesterday, and I hope it doesn't happen on my flight.
Passengers reacting this morning to the latest incident of violence against an airline crew member.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know what I would do.
The plane was inbound to LAX from Cabo. Witnesses who recorded this cell phone video say one of the passengers was told to return to his seat. And just when the flight attendant began walking away, the man sucker punches him in the back of the head.
That's disturbing. Very disturbing. For someone to get hurt doing their job every day, that doesn't work.
Passengers stepped in to restrain the man. Once the plane landed, police arrested him. Airline officials released this statement saying, quote, acts of violence against our team members are not tolerated by American Airlines. The individual involved in this incident will never be allowed to travel with us in the future, and we will work closely with law enforcement in their